Land use.
What types of land are there? Agricultural land, forest, construction land,
Areas for construction or residential and public buildings, industrial buildings generally on them built cities, villages, recreation complexes, and others.
and abandoned land.
Abandoned lands are sleeping agricultural lands. Some are in inaccessible mountainous and hilly areas, while others are simply abandoned to weedy. Bulgaria has nearly 4 million acres fallow lands.
Key areas: agriculture and forestry. Land use is essential for life in villages and towns. The way we produce our food affects attractiveness of the landscape in which we live.
Agricultural area means any area taken up by arable land, permanent grasslands, or permanent crops.
Achieved the highest growth of arable land in the European Union. Agriculture is the foundation of many economies. Agriculture, research and development, sustainable crops, breeding animals, fisheries and maintaining nutrition as well. Economic needs of local community, key indicator of a normal life, economic activity and growth.
Bulgarian forest is
Growing fastest. European Union in Bulgaria occupy about 1/3 of the country, located mainly in the mountains. Our forest fund features exceptional variety of coniferous
and deciduous species.
Is also vital for managing the resources of the ecosystem and the construction of the so-called green energy resources. The total forest area of Bulgaria amounted to 4.114 million hectares or 37.06% of the lands. Unique is their role not only as factories the oxygen, but as a factor in reducing the carbon monoxide, the main part of greenhouse gases. The formation of increasingly precious water reserves on Earth. Forests provide a variety of ecosystem services, including promotion of biodiversity, protecting soil from erosion while providing cheap renewable fuels and raw materials for pulp and paper, as well as for production of wood products.
Efficient use of land. One condition important for the efficient use of land is the proper organization of the territory and the deployment of rational system of agriculture. Ways of using the land. Intensive agriculture has a higher productivity of labor due to the complete mechanization and partial automation of working processes. There is high use of chemicals. Workers use chemical fertilizers to increase sustainability of crops and their rapid development. This turns modern agriculture into environmentally hazardous industry. The production is chemically contaminated and amortization of soil is extremely high.
Extensive farming has low productivity due to increased use of human labor and animal traction. In this type of farming, strong chemical effects are not used in technology for growing crops. The products are environmentally friendly and amortization of soil is quite low.
The solution.
Afford agriculture to be ineffective neither economically nor environmentally. At the same time, we need to reduce pollution from agriculture. This brings us to the dilemma: organic farming or intensive agriculture. Without pesticides, fertilizers with approximately 20% lower production than that of intensive agriculture. In order to continue producing the same amount of food, we will have to separate more land for agriculture. We will need to change our eating habits and reduce losses of food, start in the field, still in transport, and finish in our homes.
Soil sealing.
Every year, 1,000 square kilometers soil is released to be used by people in the European Union, and about half of this land is then covered with concrete. When fertile land is allocated to another usage, primarily industrial purposes and urban planning, this increases the risk of flooding, damaging biodiversity and natural habitats, contributes to global warming and reducing the amount of land for food production.
Transformation.
Transformation from grey to green infrastructure. It means instead of building enclosures for flood protection, for example, or mount landslide, more environmentally friendly solution would be to allow natural wetlands absorb excess water in heavy rain or grow plants to stop soil erosion. This is an approach that can bring improvement in a number of aspects such as climate change, agriculture and forestry, urban planning, nature conservation, water management, disaster prevention.
European Green Belt.
Network from the Barents to the Black Sea includes the preservation of hundreds of national parks, sustainable use areas across different boundaries, connects these areas, benefit of nature and people's lives. Over the past 20 years, the number of projects in the field of green infrastructures increasing.
Greener cities.
An important part of the use of construction land is the ratio of green space to built-up areas. And people have already started to change their way of thinking. They began to create green belts around the big towns. This is an extensive network of parks, urban alleys, and sustainable systems for water management which encircles the city and connects it to the province. In addition to serving recreation of the citizens, these belts help to control the urban microclimate in the summer, to capture carbon emissions and increase the ability of soil to retain water.